Hi, welcome to my channel. Alright, today we're going to be diving into some of my personal experiences that I've had in the past, and actually this just happened like about a week ago, but it's been happening so many times that at this point I don't feel like just keeping it to myself. Let's just talk about it. Let's just use it as a way to educate people and even those that are involved. So if this applies to you, I hope that it's not something that you feel condemned about and you feel like, oh my god, I'm such a very miserable person, or I feel so sinful. But it's a way, it could be like a waking call for you that, hey, maybe it's time for you to change how you approach people, or how I don't know what you could get from this, but then hopefully this would help out. So I share a lot of personal things about myself. I could write a book, but I don't want to write a book. I want to talk about those personal experiences, because growing up I was that girl that looked for I had a lot of questions about my word. I had so many questions, and it was very difficult to get answers to those questions. Because I wasn't able to get those answers, I made some decisions that were not very favorable for me. But I have learned from those experiences, and I feel like I could actually share those answers to generations that are coming after me that will have the same questions. So hopefully this can help. This can help some way. If it doesn't, maybe some of my other videos that I'll probably be making in the future could probably help you. So we're talking about sugar daddies. Yes, sugar daddies. If you don't know what sugar daddies are men that are older, like maybe 30 years older than you, 40, 50 years older than you, with sugar. Yeah, they are very wealthy, they are rich, they want to spend money on you, they want to take care of you with some benefits. There's nothing free in the world. People are not that. There are nice people in the world. There are nice people in the world, but sugar daddies cases are a bit different. They want some type of need met, maybe emotional need, or just some mental needs met. It may not be very obvious that that's what they want, but sugar daddies are very, very rich, and they will take care of you, but you have to give them something in return for what the money spending, the money lavishing on you. So yeah, my experiences with sugar daddies have been quite interesting. I don't go to sugar daddies. Sugar daddies come to me. They come to me, and for the longest time I've always questioned God, and I'll look into the mirror and I'll feel so bad about myself, like, am I so ugly that none of the guys my age are approaching me, or those that are approaching me, I really don't see anything about them that I like, or the things that attract me to them, or I feel like, oh my god, I feel so sad, like I'm single, I'm not married, and the only people that are coming to me are those ones that I didn't put on my list. You don't have the qualifications that I want. 6 foot, 6-pack, dark, ebony, all that stuff. You don't have it. These people are pot-bellied. Nothing wrong if you're pot-bellied. It's not a sin. It's not, but they're pot-bellied. Some of them are bald. There's nothing wrong. It's part of it's part of nature. If my husband starts shedding his hair, I will still love him the same way. But I'm just like, well, at least let me enjoy the little benefits of having you look fit, having you look good while we are, and then we can grow old together, and we understand that we're both shedding and we're both looking really just really looking relaxed. But yeah, my struggles with sugar daddies have been really, really interesting, but I've gotten to the point where right now I feel like I don't want to see it as a negative thing. I want to see it as a positive thing and educate not only sugar daddies or our single women, our single men, the wives of those sugar daddies, about how to solve this issue, because it's not a new thing that sugar daddies exist, that you have the pimp, someone that wants to pimp you. It's not a new thing, especially in the third world countries like Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. A lot of people, a lot of girls my age, they fall into that. I don't want to call it a trap, but it is a trap in a way. If you understand how you even got there in the first place, how they fall into that sugar daddy thing, where you have an older man that has a wife or has been married, wanting to spend money on you, or even willing to marry you as a second wife. So, as a light in the middle of darkness, that's our spiritual identity. We don't understand why these men are attracted to us, why the married men are coming to us. There's a spiritual reason behind it. The spiritual always precedes the physical. So what you're seeing in the physical world, if you're familiar with how that realm works, you understand that even though someone may be saying something to you, or someone may be acting a certain way to you, there are things that are happening in the spiritual realm that is making them be that way, that is making them make those type of decisions. So, but you have to understand yourself, the woman that is being approached, or you attracting them. You have to understand who you are spiritually, your spiritual identity in Christ. That this attraction is not based on what people say. Like people say that, oh, you're what you attract. Well, in this case, it's actually different, because I don't want to believe that I have the same quality that the person that I've attracted has. That because I have that same quality, that's why they're attracted to me. Because I know I don't have that. I don't have that. So the principle of what you attract doesn't apply in this case. But you attract people because you're the light in the middle of darkness. When you go to a dark place and you have and you lit a lamp, it shines light to everybody else that needs some type of help, that needs some type of need, and you're able to meet that need. That's why you are the light. So they're attracted to you. It is like a little drop of honey. You drop a little drop of you drop honey on the floor in the midst of a lot of hands. Of course, they will leave every place, every hole that they've hidden themselves in the middle of tree branches. They will come out of those places, and they will gather together to get a little piece of that honey. That's who we are in the middle of darkness. We are that light that reflects, that shines so brightly. They're coming to you to get answers. They need direction. They're not sure about where they want to go. But initially, we want to understand that, because we're so worried about our own needs being met, that we will not understand that that's why they're coming to us. And we'll fall into that mental entanglement, because we're not really grounded in our identity in Christ. So I'll tell you a little bit of how the last encounter that I had with a married man, how it happened. And I think this was what really opened my heart to a lot of things that I feel like the youth in Nigeria, especially if you're a female, needs to understand. And you have a relationship with God, like, you need to understand these things and how to deal with it, so your reputation is not ruined by the smear campaign that could evolve from messing with the married man. And yes, my last encounter happened because I had a really, really great need. I had a very, very great need. I was under a lot of pressure to meet up to certain expectations, especially being the first child of a family. And I'm really glad that I had that encounter, because it really, really made me, and it inspired me to actually sit down and make this video. Yeah, so I had a really great need to be able to meet up to expectation, which is I needed to have a job. I needed a job for myself to be able to not depend on anybody else or become a liability to someone. But I have a degree. I have a degree. I have qualifications. There's nothing wrong with my degree. I can work. I'm in the States right now. I don't have a problem with looking for a job. There are jobs available. However, I can't take certain jobs because I know where I'm coming from. I have to obey God's direction and go in His way, and I'm just looking for that right path that He wants me to take and the direction that He wants me to go, so I don't keep stumbling in darkness. And that's where I'm at right now. A job that would make me feel fulfilled, a job that will make me feel sane in His world. So I've been doing things, recovering slowly from the misstep that I've made in the past, and the pressure to make the moolah, the pressure to meet up to expectations was there to have a job. So as I started, I was in the library just working one day, and then this man just came to me, and he offered me a job, and of course I took it because I thought, okay, my God, God just sent me an angel in disguise, and this is an opportunity for me to be able to work, and a job that I was specifically looking for, a job that would allow me to be able to work from home, because I can't really work with a lot of people right now. But thank God that has kind of, it's fading out a little bit. I feel much better now. And this job was going to give me an opportunity to work from home. And as we started to talk about the job, it was a great opportunity, honestly, because the ideas that this man gave to me, it was brilliant. I wanted to be a part of that vision. I wanted to be a part of what he had in mind to help him, to help him with this big picture. But I needed a job, so I was definitely just, yeah, let's do this, giving ideas and things like that. But then slowly the conversation started to drift to what I didn't really want to accept, it that was what was going on. That yes, you can get a phone with a job, yes, you can get a car with a job, but it comes with some type of benefit. Now I have worked before. The job that I had before had given me some benefits, like if you have this job, they give you free housing, you don't have to pay for housing. If you don't have a car, they can rent you a car and you can use the car for while you're working at the job. They will meet those needs for you because you have the skills that not a lot of people have to get the job done. And because you have the skills to get the job done, because the entrepreneurs will give you the things that you need, all those extra benefits to be able to get the job done and feel comfortable working with their company. So I'm used to that, to getting those type of benefits. And when this man approached me with the same benefits, like, oh, you know what, you don't have a phone, yeah, we can get you a phone and get your phone bill paid, or even get you a new phone. Or you don't have a car, don't worry, I can give you a car and things like that so you can get the job done. And that was what was being presented to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm used to that. I mean, I didn't see it at all. But yeah, I'm giving you all those things because I want you, because of the benefit, like emotional or romantic benefit that has to come with getting the job. And honestly, I was a bit disappointed. That I didn't see it initially, that I didn't see it to begin with. Because if I saw it, I would never even allow or entertain such. I wouldn't allow it. But then what I thought about the youth in Nigeria, that they are looking for jobs right now. Now I have options. there are a lot of jobs, but I can't work any jobs. But how about those ones that don't have any options, but they need to meet up to that expectation? The pressure is there. Having gone to so much. Having spent so much time in school with all the strike, and then finally you graduate and you're looking for jobs, and you have all those wealthy people that have a lot of money that will only give you the job based on the benefit that you can give them with your body. It saddens my heart because there's much greater need in Nigeria. I'll say Nigeria because we're good people. Not everyone is like that, but I'm just saying that there's a much greater need out there that you guys need out there. But I want to just encourage you, especially if you have a relationship with Christ, to continue to wait and not be swayed by the wind. Don't let doubt, don't let fear, don't let the rejection and the things that you can't be able to give in return discourage you from what God has, the assignment and the purpose that God has for you in life, to distract you from your destiny. Because I've also seen some people, they've taken that steps, they end up getting married to this man. So why is it that we, being single, having all those great lists of who we want in our life, end up settling with a married person? That maybe they are divorced and you still get married to them. Now, divorce is a bit complicated, but I will explain it with biblical facts later on. We get to that point where we have all those plans, we have this dream, this ideal man that we want, but we end up getting married to these people because of the pressure that maybe sometimes we even place on ourselves to get married, or we see marriage as a means of escape from being around our parents that are pressuring us to get a job or pressuring us to do this, that, and that marriage is like a means of escape. Because honestly, I really do need the car. I do need the car. I do need someone to pay my phone bill because I don't have a job. I normally would do these things for myself. I do need all those things, and I have someone coming to me telling me, oh, you can, yeah, don't worry, I'll pay for your phone bill. Yeah, I'll give you a car, like right now, today. As a matter of fact, I want to get married to you. Like what? We just met. You're my wife. I know that you're my wife. I want to get married to you. And it's like, oh my God, I need all those things, and this person right here has everything, and he's offering me all those things, but I have to give him my heart. I have to give him my body. I have to say I do to be able to get those things. Like, it's a bit, you know what, like, it makes sense, especially if you're being pressured by your parents to move out, to get something doing with your life, and you've been made to feel like you're some type of burden or some type of liability that they have to take care of based on the temporary circumstance that you're going through, which is necessary to get to where God is taking us. And another reason why some of us do make that decision is because of the missing daddy factor. Yes, the missing daddy factor. That even though some of us females, we have parents, but we're not emotionally connected to our parents, especially the male ones. The father, but the mother is not connected to the father, or the son is not connected to the mother emotionally. That bond is not there. And Dad, if you're watching this, it's not about you. It's not about you, but I have to talk about it. So that missing daddy factor is there. But yes, our parents may or may not be present in our lives. But even if they are present, they are presently absent when it comes to emotional stuff, when it comes to educating us, when it comes to leading us in the right direction, when it comes to just connecting with us You know, that thing is there for them to tell us, hey, you know what, that man that you're going out with, it looks really good, but what's your motivation in dating, in being in a relationship with this person? What do you want from this person? Is it meeting all those things that you want, besides money, besides cars, besides these things? Is this the type of person that you want to marry? What do you see in this person that you're dating? You know, that's what our fathers are there for, to guide us in the right direction, until we finally meet that person where we can say, you know what, I do. So a lot of us are missing that daddy factor that we don't have. So when we see this man that they don't have, their marriage relationship is lacking intimacy, they're not able to connect with their wives, and they meet us, that we have an idea, we have this brilliant idea, we're innovators, we're entrepreneurs, we are futuristic. They meet people like us and they're like, boom, my wife doesn't have all this and this girl has it. Age is not a number, my dear. Age is not a number. You have enough experience that will last you a lifetime. I want to marry you. I want to take care of you. You know, they see us and because of their own emotional need and her own missing daddy factor need, we bond like crazy, like, oh my gosh, yes. And we it's so easy to ignore all the list that we've had about the ideal man for our life. You ignore all the pot bellies, you ignore all the body, you ignore all that physical characteristics, because there's a need that you see that, okay, this man is able to meet for me. And they see that need in us, that they are like, okay, you know what, they want to meet that need. They feel that need that we can meet because of our own experiences or the things you know, who we are now. So those are the many reasons why some of us actually end up saying yes to married men, even when they're divorced.